Hello everyone, welcome back to my vlog. So today we're going to be talking about the two things that were lost when the fall happened. So this was under the problem from the 4 points, the preface, the problem, the promise, and the prophecy. So two things. Number one, man was lost. Number two, earth. Earth fallen. God gave it to man. Man sinned and came under dominion of darkness, under Satan. So when the fall happened, we all know that when Adam and Eve, when they were living in the garden, they weren't supposed to eat the fruit, but they did. So that's when sin came into the world. So that's how, us, man, was lost. And really, it was really Adam, because Adam is the federal head of the human race. So if we just play like the what if game, if what if Adam didn't eat the fruit and it was only Eve? Well, fun fact, nothing would have happened. We still would have been, sin wouldn't have come into the world. Sin only came into the world when Adam bit I almost said apple, but we don't know what kind of fruit it was. When Adam bit the fruit. And I learned about this in Pastor Michael's systematic theology course last year. So we were given the manual of Christian Doctrine by Louis Berkhoff. So that is where that information came from, of learning more about that. So really good book. And the earth fell. So when we were in light, it was, we were walking with God. We like man, Adam and Eve, and then sin came, disrupted all of that, and they were kicked out of the garden, and sin came into the world, darkness came, death came, everything like that came in, because we were not supposed to die. We were supposed to live forever and be in communion with God. But then the fell and sin, so that's how the earth fell, and now it's under the rule of Satan, but during this time in Genesis, we're given a very very powerful verse. So in Genesis 3:15, I'm sure we're all familiar with it. It says, "And I will put enmity between you and the woman, and your offspring and hers. He will crush your head, and you will strike his heel." So he's all talking about Jesus, about him crushing his head when the cross and he gets crucified. So this probably put Satan through a loop. He's like, what do you mean? Like, I just destroyed like your plan, like you're crazy. So I just think that, like God is sovereign, God knows everything. And he knew what he was doing, and he knew everything. So this didn't, surprise God of, them eating the forbidden fruit. And yeah. And before I run out of time, oh my goodness, yeah. Let me make sure I covered everything. State who gained rightful control through the process. Yeah, I said that it was under the power. He rightly belongs to Satan through this process, but we all know in the end that God wins. So, all right, that's it for me.